But we survive, I'm faster, Flare Blitz goes off, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you one-shot 7-star Hisuian Decidueye. I'm on a mission to defeat every 7-star raid Pokemon with the silliest build that I could possibly find. Why? Because everybody tends to take these way too seriously, and we all just need a laugh every now and again. Also, to prove to Game Freak that no matter how hard they make these raids, I will always find some ridiculous way to take them down. And with 7-star Hisuian Decidueye returning for the final time, this was the perfect chance to show off the silliest one-shot strat I have ever seen for a 7-star Pokemon. Because today, we're gonna take down Hisuian Decidueye with a group of Stage 1 Fire Pokemon, all with terrible stats, and centering around a lowly Charmander. That's right, no Fire Tauros for us, because today, we're gonna one-shot this thing with a group of baby Pokemon. So with that, let's get to it. And here he is, your boy Charmander. Now, obviously Charmander is the main attacker of the group, so we're gonna go into a little bit more detail with him than we would the support Pokemon. But Charmander, of course, being Fire and Fire Terra type, even though the Terra type doesn't matter because we never Terra during this strategy. It's holding the Life Orb, which is really key to making this strat work because it's going to give us a massive boost when we finally do attack in order to one-shot Hisuian Decidueye. And of course, it's level 100 because it has to be. If it's not level 100, we don't survive this raid. Now, as far as EVs go on this guy, we have maxed EVs in our HP and physical attack with an adamant nature for that extra attack boost. And while that only raises our attack up to 223, we also have the ability Blaze, which is going to power up our fire type moves when we're down below a third HP, which, bearing everything works the way it's supposed to, we survive one shot from Hisuian Decidueye, meaning that we will be way down low on HP, and we'll get another 1.5 times attack boost on our Flare Blitz when we actually attack. Trust me, this thing's gonna be nuts. Now, as far as movesets go, we only need 2 moves on Charmander, and that's Belly Drum, which is an egg move for Charmander, and Flare Blitz, a 120 base power, 100% accuracy move that, while it's going to KO us, is going to do massive damage to Hisuian Decidueye. And this one is just absolutely crazy to see. But that's Charmander. That is your main attacker for this raid. Now, we're not going to go into super huge detail on the support Pokemon, but let's at least take a look at them and what they do during the raid. Now, while our support Pokemon are all built exactly the same, they all have different moves, and one of them is holding a different held item. But for the base build on these, Growlithe, Chimchar, and Vulpix all have the exact same build. They are all level 100. They all have max EVs in their defense and HP. They all have an impish nature, and they are all hyper trained on every single stat that they can be hyper trained on. Growlithe, however, is holding the Eviolite as its held item and has the ability Intimidate, even though it's not gonna work. And the only move it knows is Helping Hand. Vulpix is pretty much the same way. It has the Eviolite as its held item. Its ability, however, is Drought, which means it's gonna throw up the sun as soon as it comes out. And the only move it knows is Tail Whip. Chimchar is kind of the outlier of the group on this one though, holding the Flame Orb and having its only move be Fling. And you can probably guess where this is going. We're gonna fling the Flame Orb at Hisuian Decidueye and cause it to become burned first turn, thus cutting its attack in half, making it a lot easier for us to survive this raid. But there you have it, that's the team that we're gonna be using to one-shot 7-star Hisuian Decidueye. And here's a cool little infographic for you guys of all of the builds and everything that you need to know about what we're gonna go into this raid with. But with that, it's time to stop talking and let's see what this actually looks like in a raid. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest BIRB returns to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for round 2 against our ragtag band of baby Stage 1 Pokemon, okay? Vulpix does Drought this time, which puts Sunny Day up, which is what we want to see, okay? And now we go in order. Chimchar does Fling. Boom, burns Decidueye. Tail Whip goes off. Decidueye's attack is half now. Helping Hand goes off. At this point, we very simply wait. Decidueye is going to clear stat changes, and he's going to use Bulk Up 1 time. Just like so. As soon as he uses Bulk Up, Chimchar is going to throw out a Defense Cheer for us. Hopefully. Hopefully with his little pixelated blockhead over there. Cough, cough. Any day. Okay. There we go. There's the Defense Cheer. Now that the Defense Cheer goes off, I am free to use Belly Drum. We should also have a Tail Whip in there, as well as an Attack Cheer. Just like so. Triple Arrows hits. I shouldn't get KO'd at this point. 16 HP is pretty low, but we survive. I'm faster. Flare Blitz goes off, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you one-shot 7-star Hisuian Decidueye using nothing but Stage 1 Pokemon and a Charmander that KOs itself. Absolutely phenomenal. That's crazy. Insane. And that took like 60 seconds, if that. That's absolutely nuts. And it's a capsule raid. You know what? We'll take it. But there you have it. That's how you use a ragtag band of Stage 1 Fire Pokemon to one-shot 7-star Hisuian Decidueye. And this just again goes to prove that no matter how difficult Game Freak makes these raids, the community is always going to find a way to take this thing down in the stupidest way possible. I mean, I've seen Decidueye taken down with Jigglypuff, Sunkern, and even Rowlet at this point. So, the sky is really the limit as long as you have good support and a good strategy going into it. But for anybody that's curious as to exactly how we did this, here's a fun little infographic for you guys that shows all of the builds, all of the moves they know, and then also shows you what moves we do on what turn in order to make this happen. Would I suggest you try this? Absolutely not. If you have a good group of friends though that you can sit around a table with or get on a call on Discord with, sure, give this build or give these builds a shot. This one, it's pretty fun, and if you get the chance to do it before raids in, you can say that you one-shot Decidueye with a Charmander. It's a great time. But let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comments below, and as always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.